Hello again, everybody. This is Andrew here. Today I'm going to pick back up talking about some music theory from Circles by Post Malone. Today we're going to dive in and look a little bit further at the bass guitar because I feel like that is where a lot of the energy and the coolness of this song comes from. So let's go look at Logic Pro. Here we are in my recreation of the song. Again, I'll play it for you, and we'll stop and closer examine the bass line. Cool. So that is the bass line, and it's repeating. Now, I explained this in the full music theory breakdown for the song, but I'll say some of that stuff again. We're in the key of C major. We have two chords happening. There's C major 7 to an F major 7. In these two measures, we're on a C major 7 chord. These notes are C, so we're playing the most common note we'd play in the bass for those chords. These other notes are actually arpeggio notes from that chord. So other notes from the chord. In C major 7, we have C, E, G, and B natural. So in that round, we're going C, B, G. Cool. And then we're going G, F, E. What's interesting is that this F is not in our C major 7, but it is in the next chord we're going to. It's also in the scale. Cool. So the next chord we're going to is an F major 7, and the note that the bass is playing is an F the whole time. Cool. And that repeats. I'll play that one more time. Nice. Again, that just loops. Cool. So hopefully that makes sense on what's going on in this song. But yeah, again, one of the reasons to know music theory isn't just to be able to rip off people's styles, but rather our brains, when we learn music or our taste, and we write music, we are writing music that ideally we want to like, right? And our what we like is in line with the music we listen to. So at the very least, this helps us to understand a song that you may like. And I'm going to show you just how we could apply this music theory knowledge in a different context. So I'm going to take the same drum groove, which is pretty simple, and I'm going to write a different chord progression. And we're going to write a bass line using the same idea. So I'll actually go to a different key. We'll use sevenths, but let's use a minor 7th. So we're going to do an A minor 7. That is 3 notes. And then let's go to, I guess we could do more than 2 chords, but since the other one did 2 chords, let's just do 2. Let's go to an E minor 7. Oh, and like that song, we're going to go we'll have 2 measures per chord. Cool. So that sounds like this. We can put this chord up an octave. Sounded pretty low. Cool. So then let's write a bass line like that. So some of the main things, I'm not going to take the same rhythm, but we're going to use mainly an A, the lowest note for when we're on an A, and then an E for when we're on the E. I'll probably do some syncopated rhythms. Cool. So I'm just holding the E, and then this one, we're going to do some arpeggio notes. We've got G. We have in our A minor seventh, we've got A, C, E, and G. So why don't I use some of those arpeggios? We can do. Cool, and then we're gonna do slightly different note. Cool. So let's hear what this sounds like. Those 16th notes are too fast. Nice. Let's hear this. Nice. And you could get really creative with your arpeggios. You could do like fast stuff. You could keep the arpeggio pattern going. That sounds kind of cool. Nice. Yeah. So I started out really similar to the circles rhythm and the idea of it using the arpeggio notes and moving lower. But then I varied the rhythm. I did what Post Malone that circle song does not do, and I added some fill stuff on the second chord. But yeah, this is just a really simple example of how you can spice up some of your bass lines using some of the same principles used in this circles bass line, which really are syncopation and notes other than the root note, other than repeating one note. Cool, and I encourage you to try to add some extra, like spice up your bass lines and add some notes, some fills at the end of 4-bar grooves and stuff like that. Always makes for a slightly more interesting song than repeating the one note on each chord. Cool. So hopefully this was a helpful demonstration of applying a popular song or some ideas from a popular song to your own music, and hopefully this gave you some ideas on writing more interesting bass lines for your songs. As always, a link to my textbook below and my email if you have any questions or any ideas for content for future videos for me to make. I'm always happy to hear those ideas, and also link to my music if you're curious about what music I make in addition to doing these tutorial videos, because again, that is my main thing, making music. These tutorials are just a way for me to sort of spread the wealth. I think that we're all trying to do our best to help people to make better music out there. I think each time one of us writes a new cool song, the whole world wins. So here's to your next hit. Cool. So I'll see you guys next time.